This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
A deadly weekend in St. Louis leaves 6 people dead, 3 others hurt, including one victim whose life was cut short while celebrating his birthday. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. Right now, police don't believe any of the shootings are connected. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer is live at police headquarters downtown with more on what violence prevention advocates are saying tonight. Diamond.
Well, Mike and Kelly, the Office of Violence Prevention is notified every single time a violent crime occurs in our city. And today, the director says he believes our community can change.
Wilford Pinckney leads the city's Office of Violence Prevention. He knows something needs to change.
There's too many lives lost.
6 people were killed across the city over the weekend, including Sunday morning near the intersection of 16th and Pine Streets. Police say 25-year-old Tawan Ward was shot and killed there. A family member tells us Ward was killed while celebrating his birthday with friends. Pinckney says despite all of the violence, there's hope just 1 month into the new year.
Reach out to a friend, a neighbor for help. There are resources out there for you. And now's the time when we really need to make sure we're getting that word out even more. But just know there is hope.
There have been 17 homicides so far this year in St. Louis. That's up from 11 during the same period in 2023. Pinckney says the solution will take more than just policing.
The police department can't do it by itself. Yeah, we know they're short-staffed, so that's a challenge. But just in general, if we're talking about really trying to connect with people before they engage in violence, that's not something that the police can do.
OVP hosts monthly community kickbacks where gun safety, mental health, domestic violence, and job resources are offered. And Pinckney says that won't stop.
I mean, it doesn't stop because the weather gets cold, because the snow drops, because ice is there. We have continued our kickbacks through the winter. There are many people that are struggling, have struggled. There's been years of disinvestment and other issues in many of these communities that experience violence.
Now, police urge anyone with information on these crimes over the weekend to call Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS. Meanwhile, the next community kickback from the Office of Violence Prevention is going to be February 17th in Baden. Reporting live here at St. Louis Police Headquarters, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Now to an update on a tragic story in Pacific, Missouri. A woman died while getting her nails done with her best friends when a car rammed through a salon. Tonight, our Justina Coronel spoke to the victim's brother. She joins us in the newsroom with more. Justina.
61-year-old Jill Gadar went to the Pacific Hair and Nail Salon Saturday afternoon with her 2 best friends when the unthinkable happened. A car reversed into the building, hitting 3 people. Now we've learned the driver was best friends with the woman who died.
She means the world to me and my family. There's a hole in all of our hearts that I don't think we'll ever fill.
One moment changed the trajectory of their lives. George Mostow comes to grips with the sudden loss of his sister, Jill Gadar, a mom and grandma of 2.
Me and Jill were very, very close. An amazing person that made you laugh, and she would help anyone. Her heart was the purest you can imagine.
3 years ago, Goddard became best friends with 2 women in Pacific.
They became the closest of friends, and my sister was so excited every day. She's up early in the morning, ready to go see her friends and go do something. She made my sister have a new look on life. She just brought her up and out of a very down slope, and she was getting hair done and makeup and nails and just going out and having a great time.
Mostow said these 2 women changed his sister's life.
She was happy, truly extremely happy. And before, she was pretty depressed for a while.
Over the weekend, their latest outing took them to Pacific Hair and Nail Spa.
They're all 3 together, extremely best friends. They do everything together. And they went to go get their nails done.
Mostow explained his sister was at the counter ready to pay, and their friend went to the car.
She wanted to move the car closer because it was raining. And, she backed through, and it's a horrible, horrible accident from what I see.
Goddard didn't make it.
There's so many more things that we wanted to do, and that'll never happen now. So she was the most wonderful person. She brought smiles and laughs everywhere she went.
Mostow now carries his love for his sister and a message.
Don't take life for granted. It could be gone in a second.
Now, this is still under investigation by the crash reconstruction team. Right now, the family has set up a GoFundMe to raise funds for her children and grandchildren to travel to Missouri and to help with the service. Now, if you'd like to help, you can head to our website, KSTK.com, and go to the section as seen on TV.
St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney Wesley Bell has filed a motion to overturn the conviction of Marcellus Williams. Williams has been on death row for more than 20 years for the murder of Felicia Gale. She was found dead in her University City home in 1998. She'd been stabbed 43 times. Williams' attorneys say there is no DNA evidence linking him to the crime scene, and he was convicted on the testimony of unreliable witnesses. More than $500,000 has poured into St. Louis to help elect Wesley Bell to Congress.
He launched his campaign against Congresswoman Cori Bush last October after she called for a ceasefire in Gaza. Our political editor Mark Maxwell is here with more on the money coming into this race.
Mike and Ann, back when Wesley Bell jumped in, Congresswoman Cori Bush's campaign debts stacked 6 times higher than her cash on hand. Now both candidates are out raising money, trying to bolster their war chest for a fight that centers largely on war policy.
I need some money.
You have to raise money because campaigns are expensive.
Congresswoman Cori Bush and Prosecutor Wesley Bell are both doing something they say they don't believe in, raising money to run for Congress.
I am for campaign finance reform.
I want the money out of politics. I don't, this is not a good system at all.
Federal election law caps individual contributions to campaigns at $3,300 per person per election. So far, Bell's campaign reports raising more than $600,000. But other outside groups like the American Israel Public Action Committee have more leeway to raise even more money.
So what we've heard is anywhere between $2 to $20 million right here in this race. They want to buy this seat.
I've never seen $20 million. I've never been offered $20 million. But I think that there are a host of issues that this district that need to be addressed in this district.
What do we want? Ceasefire!
Bush rallied her supporters to call for a ceasefire in Gaza, drawing opposition from AIPAC.
They decided, well, since you won't say that you stand 100%, with Israel, and since you said ceasefire, that was the big thing. You said ceasefire. We want to get you out.
It's hard for me to justify a ceasefire after a ceasefire was broken by Hamas, the terrorist organization.
In the last election cycle, AIPAC reported spending $14.5 million to help elect 342 pro-Israel candidates.
And they use that to help oust anybody who does not stand 100% with Israel in the way that means that Israel has to be supreme.
The group boasted its involvement in 13 critical primaries against candidates who would have weakened the U.S.-Israel relationship.
And Hamas is a terrorist organization that has made it clear that their goals are the destruction of Israel, and we cannot tolerate that.
The deadline to file campaign finance paperwork for the last 3 months is coming up this Wednesday. That's when we'll learn more about who is bankrolling Bell's campaign. At her rally Saturday, Bush suggested that some of those people could be Republicans trying to meddle in a Democratic primary.
Mark, thanks. If you live or work in South St. Louis, you may have a detour around a major road hazard. MoDOT shut down part of Michigan Avenue and the Bates Street ramp on I-55 South after the pavement collapsed. Bates Street is open, but you'll have to take another exit to get there.
Coming up, the St. Louis Blues assisting students with their education goals. The new program transforming classrooms and lives at the same time.
+2 could soon become 1 at St. Louis Lambert International Airport. The plan to combine the terminals.
And it took almost 8 days, but the clouds finally broke, and we saw sunshine today. Problem is, it's not here on a repeat performance tomorrow.